I'm Nick May with Walls by Design. Today, we're going to talk about interior painting, and the question is, can you move my furniture when painting my interior? Let's talk about it. All right, so when we first started the business, or when I first started the business, one of the things I wanted to do was I wanted to give the white glove experience. And so we would do everything. We would move everything. I even had customers that would have me move pictures and personal items and all that kind of stuff. Today, we don't do that. Well, we can, but we're only going to do that at time and materials, because with small things, you have to really take your time, and we're going to have you sign off on a waiver of liability. We can't be responsible for those items. There a lot of times people have very expensive items, and so we typically do not move furniture. And the reason is, a lot of times we will just have one guy out at your house, and an item might be 300-pound chest of drawers, a 200-pound bedroom set. And so we just don't have the ability to move something. We could probably move things up to about 50 pounds, but unfortunately, we are not a moving company. We are a painting company. So we would love to come in and paint your house after you have moved the furniture. And just so you know, we need at least 4 feet away from the walls in order to be able to bring our ladders in and properly have enough room to work in that space. Now, if it's a smaller room, kind of like the room I'm in right now, and you have a lot of furniture, that may mean that you have to disassemble the bed. That may mean you got to take some things out of that room. And I will tell a story in just a second. Because of the liability of moving those things, we cannot do a lot of moving of furniture. Now, we will help. We can do a few things, especially if there's a waiver of liability. But I was at my own house. The guys were coming, they were literally coming in the front door, and I was moving a buffet or a small hutch that was in my dining room. I slid it. The leg literally fell off. It was only about 4 or 5 years old, so it wasn't like it was an antique. And now, fortunately for me, my trim carpenter was there, and he's like, Nick, don't worry about it, I'll fix it. But imagine I move a family heirloom, something that is kind of priceless for you, and we move it, and just in moving it, something breaks. I hope you can understand. We can't afford to paint houses and have that kind of liability. It just doesn't make sense. So we can recommend some moving companies. We do like 2 men in a truck. They'll come out, they'll move whatever for you, and then they can come back and move it for you after we're done. But unfortunately, there's not a lot of furniture moving that we can do. Only small things. I'm Nick May. I hope that helps. We'll talk to you soon.